Hey Summit community, hello again from the beautiful state of Wyoming. I hope this finds you well. Today I wanted to share with you a few tips that I have for finding free camping, especially if you're on the go and don't necessarily have a destination in mind. Tip number one. First and foremost, you really need to identify and nail down your camping needs before you can proceed much further. So, for example, are you looking for single-person tent camping-like sites? Do you require RV-style camping, a place to park your vehicle and car camp, or perhaps more large group bigger scale campsites? So once you've identified these needs, this will help you really narrow down your options as you proceed. And mostly you really want to also nail down any amenities that you might require, including bathrooms, showers, ability to refill water jugs or tanks, and the ability to, or necessity to plug into electricity. So all of those are going to kind of help narrow down your options as you move through the possibilities for finding free camping on the road. So tip number two, as far as general dispersed camping goes, that can be relatively easy, especially if you're in the United States. As most public land, or all public land, including national forests and Bureau of Management land, so BLM owned property, it is free for anyone to camp at those locations, although there will be some regulations typically you'll need to follow, such as finding a designated area to park your vehicle off the road or camping in a designated site. And although it is free to camp on national forest land, there are a lot of established national forest specific actual fee campsites that have a bit more amenities and you pay a bit of a fee for. So you want to kind of evaluate whether it's worth paying a little bit of money to stay there, or if the dispersed camping option works for you. And typically dispersed camping means not a lot or any amenities at all, at least in my experience. Tip number three, if those options sound less appealing, there are a ton of great third-party resources that are coming out that offer a lot of resources for travelers to help find free camping. So a few that I can swear by that I've used actually a lot just on this trip itself is freecampsites.net. That's a great resource to go to, as it includes specific locations nearby, as well as photos, user reviews, and it also lets you know the vehicle clearance you might need and if there will be cell service or not. So if you work on the road like I do, that's definitely a prominent feature that I pay attention to, although they're not always 100% accurate, at least as far as the cell service goes. So one thing to keep in mind. Thedirt.com is also a great resource that I've used, as well as just going to locations when you're searching for trails or climbs on well-known established group forums that are moderated, including Hiking Project and Mountain Project for climbers. And finally, consider less scenic options for your short-term overnight stays. So these might be ones that are a little less glamorous that you might not think about, but would serve you well and help save you money if you know you're just going to be staying for a very short overnight stint. So a few of these I can recommend include rest areas, truck stops, some city parks. Right now I am currently camped in the downtown city of Lander at their city park, where they allow free camping for a maximum of up to 3 nights. So I find that to be kind of a very cool amenity that this city offers, but not all cities will. Also looking at casinos if you're in the area, and business parking lots that you might not consider. I know Walmart's a big one, but also hotel parking lots often allow parking even if you're not a guest there, as well as some restaurants, especially those open 24 hours. I know Cracker Barrel comes up a lot in research that I've done as a great place to just park your vehicle and camp overnight. So quickly to recap, a few tips I have for finding free camping when you're on the go. First and foremost, identify your needs and the kind of camping that you're going to require, as well as if you are looking for bathrooms, showers, places to fill up water, or plug into electricity, things like that. As far as dispersed camping goes, you'll find that most national forest land, as well as BLM, Bureau of Land Management, public land here in the U.S. offers free dispersed camping to anyone. There are just some regulations you need to follow, most of those being how and where you can park, and 100% of the time whether or not you can have a campfire. That's definitely a big one. If you're not interested in dispersed camping, you can look and use more well-known, reputable third-party resources, a few of which I can recommend include freecampsites.net, The Dirt, as well as forums on Hiking Project and Mountain Project, for example. And finally, for those short, temporary overnight stays, consider those less glamorous options that you might not necessarily have at the forefront of your mind, including rest stops, truck stops, city parks can be an option sometimes, as well as casinos, and some business parking lots like Walmart and Cracker Barrel often allow for overnight parking. So hopefully you found these helpful in your search for finding free camping on the road, and I would love to hear if you have any additions to the list that I've started here, so definitely drop them in the comments so we can keep this thread going. And as always, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.
Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like connecting with other outdoor enthusiasts, you should definitely consider checking out Summit. Summit is a social network that brings together adventure junkies from all around the world to exchange stories, share advice, and inspire each other. You might even make some new friends too. It's kind of like Facebook for outdoorsy people, but with better privacy, no ads, no spam, and tons of extras. You can join Summit by going to summit.theadventurejunkies.com or by clicking the link in the description below. You can find me in Summit too, so be sure to say hi when you join.